Verse 21. When Peter saw him, he said to Jesus, Lord, what about this man? I think Peter was a bit surprised and hurt that his life would end in crucifixion. Because again, keep in mind, there was a little rivalry going on with these apostles, and I think he was stunned by, whoa, wait a minute. I'm not going to ride off into the sunset with this deal? So he deflects to John to see what his end would be. If it was in modern language, Peter has just been told he will be crucified at the end of his life. And then he sees John, and Peter would be like, oh yeah? What about him? What's going to happen with him? Yeah, let him have it too. In verse 22, Jesus said to him, if it is my will that he remain until I come, what is that to you? You follow me. Jesus' final exhortation to Peter was a bit of a rebuke, which leads us to point number 7. The Lord has specific plans and purposes that are individual and unique for each one of us. Very specific plan, very specific purpose that's very personalized for each and every one of us. There's no cookie-cutter Christian walk in life. There's this human tendency to compare ourselves to others. People compare anything and everything. Cars, careers, houses, marriages, relationships, kids. Kids are a big one. Even churches. First question I get asked, how many people in your church? Well, I've taken a tip from our new president, and I say, oh, the number in our church? Tremendous number. Terrific number. An amazing number. It's bigly. If I had others tell you, you would not believe it. It's amazing, the number. I'll tell you what, if I told you now, you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't believe it. So guess what? Show up on Sunday and find out. That's my new answer. That's my new answer. But we compare things that don't matter. Hebrews 12. Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and sin which clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. We all have a race to run. Every disciple of the Lord Jesus Christ has a race to run. We run on different courses. The path we take is different, but the destination is the same. The destination is heaven and glorification at the end of sanctification. That is the finish line. The challenges we face, the storms we encounter, God's provision and protection are unique and very personal to each and every one of us. The storms that I go through are not like the storms that you go through. And the storms that you go through are not like mine. You are equipped specifically for your storms. I am equipped for mine. I would not want to trade my storm for yours with the equipping that I have, because it doesn't match. And sometimes we can venture in our minds to pick a la carte what we would like. Well, I'd like to have that person's job, but I'd like to have that person's relationship and that person's car and that other person's house and this other person's health. It's a package deal. The provision, the protection, the storms, the trials, the blessings, they're all a package deal from the Lord because He's going to accomplish His purposes in our lives.